It's a feeling of relief that all the crap, like Dragon Age Veilguard and Concord and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, can all stay in 2024. We've got a whole new year ahead, and that means all new games to come with it. That is exciting. We all spent so much time ranting about Ubisoft or Naughty Dog and CDProject Red, and I really hope we can kind of leave all that behind and go into some new and exciting games. So, here is a list of games I found that either should be or definitely are coming out in 2025. Hello my friends, and welcome to The Pondering. I am the real-life fake wizard. If this video brings you any value at all, I invite you to subscribe to this channel where we're posting new videos just as much as we can. In January, I'm seeing Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC. How exciting. I don't know, I've platinumed this one on the PS5 already. I'm not really interested in looking at all of these potato face characters again. The Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Day 1 models were the best. This game, not so good. Next, Donkey Kong Country Returns, but now in HD. To be clear, Donkey Kong Country Returns has been released on the Wii, the Wii U, Nintendo 3DS, and now the Nintendo Switch. We can get 4 releases of this game, but heavens forbid we get a port of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, right? Or the Virtual Console Pokemon games to the Switch. Thanks, Nintendo. January also sees Final Fantasy Rebirth again, but this time coming to the PC. I'm sure if you're a Final Fantasy fan, this is exciting. I haven't even taken my copy, my PS5 copy, out of the plastic. I just can't bring myself to spend 70 hours playing a beach episode. I know that's reductionist, and I just don't care. Okay, so that brings us to February, where we see Sid Meier's Civilization 7. How exciting. These games are really good, and this time we get to play as Harriet Tubman? That was a choice. Huh. I may wait this out and pick it up when the Joe Biden Deluxe DLC drops.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
And that brings us to Avowed. Now, Avowed has been in the news for political commentary controversies. I don't really care about that. You know what I care about? The fact this game is locked at 30 FPS because it's made to work on the Xbox Series S. Yeah, so Obsidian, the company behind Avowed, is owned by Microsoft, which means they make games for the Xbox. And the Xbox Series S is not exactly a powerhouse console now, is it? But it also means that all Xbox games need to be able to run on that system. Even if they make a version that's scaled down or something, it still needs to run on the digital console. So here we have a first-person fantasy RPG that, in 2025, will be locked to a shitty 30 FPS. Yeah, this sucks. I never thought I would be a frame rate snob or a 1080p versus 4K snob, and I'm not really. It's just like, we buy these expensive consoles. We're promised games are going to be higher quality now, and they charge us more to make said games. And then they're not higher quality. They take up ridiculous gigabyte space, and then they're a choppy 30 FPS on top of that. If it wasn't a first-person fantasy RPG, I wouldn't complain as much, but like Skyrim was 30 FPS in 2011. There are mods to make it look significantly better, okay? If modders can crank games up to 60 FPS, why can't a Microsoft-owned studio? It's like, yeah, I'm yelling at clouds, but I'm also a customer, and that means my questions are justified. That being said, I'm not buying Avowed. The 30 FPS thing killed it for me. What else is in February? Let's see. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Huh. Yeah, no thanks. And then there's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You know, I got the first game on PlayStation for like $5 or $6 a few months back. I think I may actually have to play it because I'm hearing really good things about this game, and I haven't played it yet. Then after that, looks like Monster Hunter Wilds is on its way. I also haven't played any of the Monster Hunter games, but like, there's a lot of raving for that too, so I may need to check that out. Then I don't see anything worth mentioning in March, so that brings us to April, where we get the Last of Us 2 remastered on PC. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not exactly a golf fan. And that's mostly everything worth noting that has a slated release date. But there are lots of other games that should be coming out and might get dropped in 2025, like Fable. Oh, yeah. I love the first 3 games. I'll leave them in the past. Marvel's Blade by Arcane. Now, this could be great. It also could be pushed to 2030. We don't know much at this point. Elder Scrolls 6 is not coming out in 2025. How about Gears of War E-Day, which does have a good chance of coming out this year? I have extremely little faith in the Coalition, which is the dev team making this game. Gears 4 was terrible. Gears 5 has the most refined gameplay of the series, and yet a terrible story to match it. The replacement of Marcus Phoenix for Kate is a downgrade. The Gears players wanted to play as Marcus Colbert and Anya. We cared about those characters, aging all of them up radically, killing off Anya, and now likely killing off Marcus's son was a horrible choice for the narrative direction. E-Day, of course, is a prequel, but I just have such little faith it will live up to the original 3 games. Pokemon Legends ZA. After how awful Scarlet and Violet played on the Switch, I also have little faith in Game Freak to deliver a game on the quality that Legends Arceus was. We shall see, though. A new Switch is also coming out in 2025, so that could be either incredible or a milquetoast entry to the Nintendo lineup. I think the new Switch needs to blow everyone's socks off, but we'll see. Nintendo is shaky at times. How about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the remake, which is not going to come out this year, or maybe ever? What about Star Wars Eclipse? No, that's just going to be another black eye for Lucasfilm as an announcement that never led to shit. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake. Look, Dragon Quest 3 has a censorship problem. I have discussed it numerous times. The removal of male and female as the gender options is a stupid-ass decision for a game that is so built around the gender of the characters. There are options if you are a male, there are options if you are a female, and even if you were to, look past all of that, the dialogue changed, and that's what got me. They reduced all of the he and she pronouns to they and them, which I've seen comments where viewers get mad at me for complaining about this. I don't want to play as a they-them, because it's confusing. So not only do I have to adjust in my mind tracking abilities and such, based on gender A versus gender B, but now when the dialogue says, I will go get them, it sounds like they're talking in the plural sense, but no, it's the singular, and they're talking about me. I'm the them. And I say all of this to preface that even though the censorship thing is stupid and annoying, the game is still really fun. It was really fun. So while I don't expect them to return to normal gender choices in the upcoming game, I want to know where the story goes. I'm still new to Dragon Quest, so going in blind has been fun. I might skip the remakes and just play the originals. I know they've been ported 100 times over, so that might be better. And it might be better as a way to stick it to Square for this censorship redundancy, which was unnecessary. And yeah, I know there's going to be somebody who comes at me in the comments and says, well, you don't understand that they is a proper pronoun. It's properly annoying. So there's that. Next is Death Stranding 2. I did not play the first one. Let me know in the comments if I should. I kind of just didn't care the first time around. And of course, we couldn't talk about upcoming games without talking about Elden Ring Night Rain. Would it surprise you that I've never been able to play a Souls game? I'm not good at them at all. I also have no patience. A close friend has been trying to get me to play for years now, saying that he'll carry me through when I suck, but I haven't been able to get into it. I just can't, until now. So I recently played Dragon's Dogma 2, and I played the crap out of it. I found out that I kind of played it wrong. I spent so many hours running around in the woods, I leveled up everything so much that I'm over-leveled for the story missions now, which is still very fun. I'm not max level or anything, but in a place where I should be level 20, let's say, I'm 46. And now that I've played that, and it was brutal in many places, I feel almost inspired to give Elden Ring a shot. Even though I have been terrible at Souls games in the past. So with this multiplayer game upcoming, I'm kind of looking forward to getting it. But I think I will spend some time in early 2025 finally giving the original Elden Ring a shot. So we'll see. More on that soon, I'm sure. There are plenty more games to talk about. There are lots more games coming that I haven't discussed. And with many games, there will always be controversies. And yet, I actually feel like I have a unique situation here that I want to tell you about. I feel this desire to play old games again. It's like the new games just aren't as satisfying as the old ones once were. Even the games that were on sale for Black Friday and through the holidays, they just don't scratch that itch that old games used to scratch, right? I got a 2DS recently, and I've been installing all the retro virtual console games on there that I already owned. Nintendo, settle down. And it's just fun to play the old stuff again. I don't know. There's just something about the mechanics of the older games that hits better than some of the new ones. Pokemon is huge like this for me. I know everybody loves Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I will take the classic Gold and Silver any day. Anyway, I want to know from you, what are your most anticipated games for 2025? Let me know in the comments, and we will continue this discussion there. Until next time, create, innovate, inspire, may the thread of destiny. I'm going to take that out in future videos. So, create, innovate, inspire. I'll see you in the next one. Be nice. And, of course, cancel Disney Plus. That's about it. That's all I got. Bye.